Hello everybody and welcome to the 16-star playoffs match between Aki and Gainai. Battle of the Youngsters, I think they're around the same age actually, around like 16 I believe. And it's kind of a banger match. When I saw no one wanted to commentate for this earlier today, I was like, what? It's like Aki's playing, Gainai just PB'd like 2 days ago. Yeah, speaking of PB, of course, Aki still has that 16-star world record with the 1508, and Gainai's PB that he just got recently is a 1548. So 40 seconds difference is quite a lot for 16-star. But then again, a 16-star, it's been wild. This whole season's been super wild with a lot of stuff happening, a lot of really close races. Yeah, excited to commentate this one. We should be starting very soon. Players getting ready.
It's me, Mario.
I'm pretty sure Aki has also been grinding lately. Just haven't been able to catch his streams. So it should not be rusty at all whatsoever. And going up against Aki is really scary. Of course, he was seed 1 going into playoffs. So Gainai is the last seed. And it's just scary. I don't know how Gainai is feeling right now. But hopefully he won't show too much spaghetti. Yeah, he's fairly new. I think he's been speedrunning for a year now. So 1548, and he's not really mainly a 16-star runner too. So 1548 is pretty good for that. I definitely think that Aki has the upper hand here. Not hitting nail in the coffin though. It's the first race after all, and yeah, we are off. Japanese version, of course, is the best for 16, so... I believe in my boy Gainai, that he's not gonna fall too far behind. He got this. But yeah, as I was saying, pretty much going up against a giant. I don't think Aki goes for all the crazy strats like instant long jump on LBJ in races, but maybe he's gonna prove me wrong. Because that can easily go wrong, you can easily like, clip out of the pillar in the lobby. Yeah, firsts are coming up already. Ooh, kind of similar Lakita skip setup and both getting it. Very nice. That's what I like to see. Nothing going wrong. The first trick in the game pretty much. But right after that, LBLJ dude. And both bonking at the same time, okay. I was not ready for the sing bong and Aki actually clipped out. And so did Gainai, what is going on? Okay, what a great start. Oh no, Gainai not able to get down there. Keeps grabbing the ledge. And Aki, really fast BLJ, after clipping out of course. Nails it. But Gainai right behind it. No trouble on the actual trick, just getting there was actually a hassle for both of them. It's still super close though, so we don't see any player having too much of an advantage going into this race after LBLJ already. But yeah, that sync bonk that was pretty nuts. And ooh, that's a wide turn for Aki, okay. A little zap from Gainai. I don't think he can get Shigo Cycle anymore. That was a beautiful duck world for Aki. So he's still going for that? Nah, he's going for the slow cycle. It was just the smart decision, but that was so close. That was 100% at the bonk! That angle was so far off! Couldn't have been further off, dude. Oh, that's so sad. That is really sad. But yeah, this stage in particular, it's really easy to die everywhere. And you of course want to avoid dying at the very end because that takes so much time. Around 30 seconds, I believe. Kinda going wild now, but messing up. Slight movement options. It kind of ruins your flow too. Having such a death, I'm pretty sure it was catching the normal cycle that early is what kind of threw him off. There he goes, off again into the death zone. Ouch. Aki flying. Okay. But yeah, this is probably a good time to talk about that this is at least gonna be 3 races. It's a best of 5. So Gainai, please. So whoever wins 3 matches, 3 races, takes this set, and overall you have to win 2 sets. So, but they're only gonna do 1 set today. But yeah, minimum 3 races. Ooh, it's super early. Going for the safety long jump, that's very smart. Am I out? Oh, can you hear outside noises? Whoops. I might want to close the window. I'm gonna do that after the first race. Oh, I now just got noticed that Shantastic's got joined me for commentary. Nice. Was that? That was Tetris out from Aki. Okay, a little bit slow, but he got it. At least it looked like it at the end. Didn't catch the beginning.
Hello?
And there he is. Yo, Shantastic. Good.
How's it going, D?
Just chilling, commentating some 16 star. How about you?
I am excited. I've been checking out this action.
Yo, did you just see that beginning, dude?
Oh man, yeah, I actually tuned in just in time for Gainai's little faux pas.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
Don't want to see that. And right as Aki finishes once, Gainai's just gonna enter it. It's already like 1 minute 40, up to 2 minute lead for Aki, so pretty massive.
Yeah, Aki just doing what Aki does, it seems.
He actually did have a little bit of slip ups in the beginning, doing LBJ the first try, but nothing too major.
Oh no, Gainai. Doing whatever he can.
Oh, and Aki throwing the bomb. I wonder if he's gonna try again, because I've seen people mess up Plus a lot, and they keep going for it. Especially, like, I've seen Gainai struggle a lot with Plus, and he just kept going for it. I hope Aki is the kind of person to back off of Plus after failing it twice.
Yeah, there was a race the other day.
Okay.
Actually, that was that was Cheese's race against you, where
yeah, I remember him saying that he's so like tired of Plus because he kept messing it up. I can feel that.
Tiring star, yeah.
Not an easy trick for sure, and Aki nailed it with the Tama Plus, which is the newest and fastest optimization for that strat. So.
Yeah, and it seems like a star you can get comfortable with, but is never, ever, ever free. So just one day, if it decides to act.
For sure, it's like just one day you forget how to do it, and you don't know how to do it afterwards. After you fail, it keeps on happening, going wrong.
Well, Gainai cleaning up here in Womp's Fortress. So only a full level behind Aki.
Only. And he's probably still gonna go for Plus as well. It's not needed for 16 star, should probably mention that. You can do 2 Volcano stars in the Lava Land, but it does save a fair amount. I think it's around 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's a hefty amount of time. Probably a little more significant in speedruns. So I'm actually surprised that more people don't just go for Lava Boost. But
Yeah,
ooh.
sure.
That cheeky Tama coming out.
There he goes. That's what he's got down. After those Dark World hiccups, showing us what's good. And it's kind of like, I would say Tama Plus is not too bad once you understand how it works. It looks really, really hard. But doing it myself, I actually don't remember how to do the original Plus now.
I mean, what's one more frame precise input?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, that like Fly Guy just.
It looks like the Fly Guy wanted to give him another chance. Unfortunately, the Vulture was not waiting around.
So unlucky. I'm not sure how safe the side pillar is. I think it's more likely that the fly guy is gonna mess you up, or just moves. Man, that's
Yeah,
undeserved.
I've seen people get trolled on the side pillar a lot.
That should be good. Yeah, very close
There
to
it
just
is.
bonking. It looked like. It does
Meanwhile,
save
Aki
like
here.
0.5 though.
Yeah, yeah, it saves a certainly. It's one of those strats where it's like you practice the heck out of it for 16-star runs, obviously, because you want to save that 0.5 second. And then by that point, that's what you know how to do. So you do it in races too.
Yeah, exactly. I think if it kind of these races establish themselves a little bit more, people will like adapt to consistency and speed. Like they found a good balance on what's good for them in races and what's good for them in runs. Sort of like.
It's like every power creep in your favorite anime.
I mean, yeah, well, exactly like that.
Aki, meanwhile, looks like he's setting up for this triple box jump and gonna get it. He is indeed the god gamer.
Very good. He was so close to the death zone there. I've seen. I don't know who it was.
Ooh, Gainai missing the triple jump.
Slight burn. Can you get a second try though? No, that's the
Yeah,
wrong angle.
Yeah, that camera's way too far to the right. There he goes.
Should be good. Yeah. Third try. He doesn't grab the star though.
Commentator saying way too far. We meant a tiny bit too far. Does sometimes just say the opposite of what he means. Not a huge deal. Aki, meanwhile, just cleaning up these boulders nice and quick.
And no trollers this time. That happens a lot as
Ooh.
well. Hot.
One grazes by his finger. Fortunately, his hitbox is bigger for coins than for boulders, so gonna be getting away with it. Gainai, meanwhile, going for probe.
Okay. Okay, guys.
And gets it.
That was really hard, like all of that. The ending was super fast as well. Perfect angle.
And Pro Boost stays like 1 second over Elevator Tour, right? Or something really minor.
Yeah, exactly. It's around. I think it's not even a second, so. Damn, Gainai.
Gainai really flexing on pretty much anyone who dare judge him in chat for that unfortunate event in Dark World. Certainly anyone watching understands the caliber that Gainai27 here inhabits.
Okay. Did
Nice
you
punch
just see
grab.
that? Yeah, the punch grab was really hard. Didn't think he was gonna go for it, but it seems like he's so consistent at it that he's just going for it in race as well. And went for the punch against the wall as well. You can grab MIPS while also like punching the wall so you get the momentum. But sadly didn't work out,
Yeah.
but not too bad.
Yeah, that punch grab is the positioning of that. Usually I see runners wind up a little ahead of MIPS and set up for the grab later on, but that was like perfectly synced. Quite impressive.
Maybe we're
Aki looks
gonna
like he's
see
going
him
for
get
front sub.
Yeah, definitely now with the camera as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
I kind of like to see Aki go for back sub and see if it's like a super struggle for him because he hasn't done it in like 2 years.
Uh-oh. Wow, that's such a tight angle, but it doesn't get the
Oh,
second.
misses. Is he doing right sub again? Wow, he backs
Okay.
up right sub.
I've actually never seen anyone back it up like that. People usually go to the left side there because it's much easier. That's like you want to have speed to make that on the right side.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's I don't even know how hard it is, but it looks super hard.
Yeah, I can't even imagine the confidence in whatever inputs he's putting in there to like actually have the speed. Because you have to have that forward momentum in order to actually be high enough on the sub to make the double jumper.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. Aki,
Beautiful
meanwhile.
fire scene.
God, Aki is so good at this game.
And the perfect leg conversion too. No issues at all. Is
Unbelievable.
he going for the... Oh, okay, I thought he was gonna go for the single burn, but takes the double burn.
Takes the double burn. Feels like he's flexed enough. Yeah, gonna put a little icy hot, rest his muscles. He does have a very, very big turtle to be throwing right.
It's like not messing up whatsoever. Like nothing for Gainai to catch up on. And at the same
Gainai
time, he's
goes for
going
the-
for all these pro strats as well. So even harder for Gainai to catch up. You can't even like do really fast strats and catch up because of that. And he misses mips too.
Oh no. Yeah, this is the problem with racing against Aki, is that whether it's in a race or in a run, he's doing all of like the most advanced strats. To the point where you're actually like kind of surprised that he goes for a double burst. Oh no, misses another.
Try to go for the glitchy walking. I'm not so sure about that angle. Okay. I was
Yeah,
scared Miss was gonna clip through the door and just leave Gainai on the other
Ooh.
side.
That is scary. You have to like re-enter through the key door in order to respawn Mips, and that loses a lot of time.
Exactly.
But I understand because backing up that. Oh my God, he's going for fun. Oh wait, yeah.
Okay. Sorry. But that BLJ, dude, it's almost instant.
I think I've seen him like miss a first try BLJ in one
Dude,
race
he's
in my
so
life.
good at
He gets.
It blows my mind how good he is at BLJs. Okay,
How
gets
do
the
you-
dropper, but still, dude.
Like, how can
I'm-
you expect to race against this guy? He's like so nuts.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if people have seen my race against Cheese, but I have so much trouble with both BLJs every time. And seeing Aki just get that with ease, it just shows that BLJs and mashing are like very skilled. The skill ceiling for that is very high as well, I think.
Aki, meanwhile, getting a triple jump. Can we have chat just drop some Ducker Z's down? Oh, I take that back. There will be no Aki shaming. That is heartbreaking.
And
But
meanwhile,
Gainai having struggles of his
yeah,
own.
I was gonna say that as well. Just not getting the fast single jump.
Unfortunately for Aki, 15 is now dead pretty much. Or actually, it's possible still, maybe.
It might be very, very close. I'm not too sure. If he gets this, doesn't get it.
Oh,
That might
yeah.
have just killed it. Just the
Yeah,
trouble.
might have just killed it.
But dude, imagine your opponent falls down there. Usually that's the end of the race for whoever falls down there, and Aki still
Yeah.
can take this very easily. And a very low 16 without missed throws, so... Oh, Gainai.
If he
So
one
much-
spins,
that first
Gainai.
jump.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Aki misses a throw. And if 15 wasn't dead before, it's dead now for sure. Looks like he's got 2 more throws to go. Gainai going into throws of his own.
There it is, the first win. Yeah, I wasn't looking too bad in the beginning for Gainai, but those dark roll deaths just put him behind so much to the point where Aki makes a huge mistake as well, but still
Yeah.
is ahead by a lot.
10 for Aki.
Still such a good time. Like, I don't know. I think it's kind of safe to say that Aki has a really, really high chance of winning this whole thing, but
Gainai flexing on the commentators a bit.
saying, yeah, I'm nuts.
Speaking ironically, but doesn't realize that he is indeed nut.
He still has a few chances to like get a few points. There are enough races in this set, so
It's me, Mario.
This is indeed a best of 5.
I'm like, it's insane to me how good Aki is like 16 star.
Like he fell in Dark World and still got a 16. I mean, fell in bits and still got a 16. Like it's nuts.
Mr. Throw even had a little of trouble with LBLJ in the beginning. And that slight front sub mistake, but that wasn't too bad because he backed it up so nicely. But still. And it seems
looks
like we are about to go, yeah.
Looks like Gainai is activating his God Gamer mode.
Just has to show Hopefully, like, Dark World has to treat him nicely this time. I don't want to see that beginning again.
And here we
Mario.
go. Chat suggesting that Gainai just wanted to make it interesting before unleashing his absolute inner god against the
I think
unsuspecting.
the script says that Gainai is gonna lose this next game as well, and then it's gonna be a reverse 3-0 sweep. So gonna be interesting to see that.
I'm just looking through. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but looks like we have some interesting action in store for you. But we're getting going here. Anything to fill the cutscene time?
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Okay, got lucky to skip as well again. Just
Absolutely incredible. These players no longer perfect sync. Thanks a lot, Gainai. Oh no!
there was actually in the last race a sync bonk just like that from both. That was pretty good. But this time Akki just pulling ahead already. A 121 entrance. That's so good. 124 for Gainai.
121 in a... Like 124 is a perfectly good entrance. Considering
Yeah.
he missed a jump, like that's really great mashing. But like Aki's just a monster.
And he didn't go for the insta long jump, right? I think he didn't. I didn't, not too sure. But
yeah, I think he. Yeah, I'm not sure actually, because I was watching Aki's clip at the time.
it's so much time again. Just not bothering with any faster cycle than Shigeru's cycle. But Gainai right back on his tail, having a much better angle this time on this last jump.
Mercifully, indeed.
Went the double for C. Very hot duck world for Gainai. This time. It was just too much of a spaghetti fest last race.
Yeah, but these entries are highly respectable.
Much closer is what I like to see.
Oh my god, Aki's getting sub 250 on this. Or, yeah, looks like a 249.
I think it is. It's
And
very close.
Gainai getting a low 250. I mean, that's about as good as you could hope for.
It's a perfect race.
Even at that level, yeah, just a fantastic race coming out right now.
It's kind of sad to say that the first race was already decided in Dark World. Okay. Was already decided in Dark World. But
yeah, that's always unfortunate, and that's only something that applies to that's only something I've ever seen racing against Akki in 16 star, is where like the race can be decided just by a death in dark.
Exactly. I have when I was racing him in the regular season, my match against him, he got like 17 in one race because he had one massive mistake with a texture setup from Gainai. So I don't think Akki is invincible for 16. There's definitely stuff that can go horribly wrong, and he sometimes doesn't pull out god times or like decent times.
Yeah, I remember seeing one race. This was a legendary race. I remember seeing one race where Akki did not actually beat my PBs. That I put straight on my resume and moved on. Aki's doing texture setup as well.
And
oh no, he misses!
I think that's pretty much puts Gainai in the lead here.
Oh my god. And now Gainai has like a decisive lead. I mean, it's gonna be like oof. It's gonna be quite the feat for Akki to catch up. Gainai is nearly tens of seconds ahead now.
I actually thought it was gonna be like 4. I'm not too sure
okay.
though.
Yeah, because Gainai was already like 4 seconds behind, so
yeah, it would have been much more if you had going for
What?
OG class. What is that decision?
I think Aki's so used to doing pro like speedrun strats, that world record run strats, that he forgot that he's in a marathon and that he doesn't need to go for.
This is
Oh
exactly
my
what
goodness.
I was thinking when I was talking about Aki getting a 17. There's stuff that can go horribly wrong, and this is one thing. Just go. Please stop.
I think. Oh no.
He could just go for the easy setup, like, okay,
Oh,
gets
he gets
touches
it.
up the millionth time.
And in his defense, that was a really fast texture setup. Okay, it was a really, really, really fast
That's
texture
true.
setup.
That is
That-
true.
If he had done
But-
that first time, he would be
Wow.
so ahead right now. What a
Dude,
beautiful.
Gainai just saved that
was
so
insane.
well. He was ready for not getting the jump there.
That was amazing.
Yeah, what you have to be ready for is that the bomb it's kind of reversed the directions, I guess. If you hold up, you go backwards. If you're on the ground, but if you jump and hold backwards, you get speed backwards. So if you miss the jump, you actually turn around just like that. And Gainai was ready for it.
I feel like Gainai just shows off his really shows off his just commanding versatility in this game. He's someone who can pull out the pro strats if need be, even if he doesn't do them in a race like normally. He's able to pull out the pro strats. He's able to ease down to like an easier strat. Yeah, like when he did Lava Boost in the previous race. I imagine, I'm not sure actually, because he's running against Aki, this fake sync coming out.
I was gonna mention that because Aki actually messed up plus 2 the first time and couldn't get up the hill as well, so falling behind even further.
Marius here going their separate ways. Aki nailing the Tama this time. Let's see if he can get that pyramid clip. Oh no, he misses it, but gets the redraw.
Ground pound just a little bit too early.
Wow. But Gainai still fairly. I mean, he's pretty far in the lead, but like considering the mistakes that have come out from Aki, like 5 or 6 tries at Candleless or whatever, the lead is actually pretty slim.
For sure, it's not as much as you would thought by like falling down. I think 4 times or 5.
Yeah, he lost like. I mean, I say a lot of the time I say tens of seconds in like an ironic way, but like tens of seconds is a lot in 16 star, and he lost that much time, and he's not too far behind. That said, Gainai, if he continues to play at like a decent level of consistency and doesn't have the same flub in Fire Sea that he had before, looks like he's on pace to command this.
And
Oh my god,
meanwhile,
Aki.
Yeah, he just getting burned twice. 3 times, 4 times, okay.
Okay, he's flexing. He's got to be flexing.
Jumps over the coin as well. Yeah, that's definitely a flex. Shows us what he's got. That's I don't expect those kind of small movement mistakes from Aki too much, but it happens so easily in this game. So
It is interesting to see. It seems like when Aki has like a bad start to the race, like generally the run itself tends not to continue very well. I certainly, as somebody who knows any kind of mentality issue in an inside and out, it's interesting to see because Aki is someone we're used to seeing perform on such a high caliber. Every now and then he'll just have a race where maybe just like something goes wrong. And sometimes it can be hard to keep your head in the game, especially somebody who's used to playing at that level.
for sure, there's not that much that like goes wrong usually. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's and then when you mess up, I think that's what people will get used to in the future when they race a lot more like this, especially on such a high level. It's something that you have to be able to bounce back and get the flow back. Since speedrunning is such a flow-based thing to do.
It's kind of a thing actually where I've seen, especially in Division 2 races, I've seen lower seeded players actually come out and pull out clutch wins against higher seeded players because just when your PP is a little lower, you're less used to resetting. You might be a little better bouncing back from mistakes because you have more time saved in your regular runs, and so that prepares you for marathons a little better.
Exactly. Also, what I like to think about as well is that the kind of stress that pro or people with better PBs go for are a lot harder to like back up as well. So if you manage to make a mistake, it's gonna be even like worse than someone else's strat, for example.
Yeah, mistakes that are like even more punishing. Like Tama Plus is a great example of that. Because the hardest inputs in Tama Plus that's separated from regular Plus are the ones that happen after what I'd call like the point of no return, right? When you already have the bomb, and you might be going the wrong direction. But Aki's having a pretty clean HMC so far. It looks like he's getting back on pace.
Speaking of which, it's actually this next weekend.
Oh,
Exclamation mark pace.
hey,
Cannot
pace.
wait. It's
Oh
gonna be
man,
hot.
shout outs.
Unluckily, 16 star is not gonna be there. At least not the 16 star league. There is a 16 star 2-player 1 controller by Bromario and Benji as a
Oh
showcase.
my god,
So
that's gonna be so lit.
it's gonna be really hot. Yeah. Can't wait to watch it.
Cannot wait to see that.
Oh, and Gainai going for the safety mid grab again. Can understand that. I don't think he really goes for it in runs either, the punch grab. And if you mess up, it's one of these things again, where when you go for harder strats and then mess up, you just lose so much time, so might as well just go for the safety one. It's also something that I see maybe pro people usually go for harder strats that are easier to mess up as well. Because we're probably gonna see the punch grab from Aki again. Oh, I think I just ate a lot of lag there. And yeah, he definitely did, entering the water.
Oh my
Staying in runner
goodness.
camp.
Oh, and he's going for back sub.
Oh, is he really? How can you see that early? I usually just see that from the camera, but I guess when people pan to the right or left, it's already
Yeah,
kind
just
of,
the direction they start swimming in is how I judge it.
could be. Yeah, I'm more used to just go. Ooh, Aki also missing mip step and.
Oh no!
Okay.
This might be the most tilting thing that ever happens to me in a 16 star run is when I'm swimming too fast and I overshoot the back sub fin. I think that's the point where I just get really, really mad. Even though it's not that big a time loss, it's just like we're here. My best possible time is like getting up there. I really don't want to be making simple mistakes. But it looks like Gainai recovered it from it nice and fast. He still has a pretty sizable lead. Over 30 seconds for sure.
Definitely, he actually doesn't go for the poke glitch as well. Just going safe on that too. Gets the burn though. I think he might not be able to get earlys anymore.
Yeah, definitely after missing that side flip.
Questionable side flip too. Those platforms were a little bit too high. But I was also gonna say that usually when people miss the backside of the sub, they often jump over it even more. Like the spacing gets messed up, and you just don't know how to jump on there. The jump is weird too, the way you jump out of the water.
My personal, I guess my personal kryptonite is that I always bump up against the bottom of the fin when I try to get back up. And Aki missing pole clip. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's actually something that Aki definitely could have saved a lot of time on over Gainai, but I was actually thinking he's catching up quite a lot to Gainai, but now he missed that. It's kind of all over again.
Yeah, making that early cycle definitely can save something like 6 to 8 seconds, depending on what kind of early cycle you get.
Yeah, 10 seconds is a lot too for 16. Goes for an easier single burn, not the faster one. You can actually land on the weird slope and single jump right into that entrance, but just taking a safe burn. Definitely better for race 2.
And I'm going to be going into the backward long jumps.
Dude, these mistakes just don't stop happening. Yeah, it keeps happening for Aki. It seems like his flow is completely ruined. He cannot recover whatsoever. Everything just keeps happening, going wrong.
While Guy and I having a close personal conversation with this wall here. Looks like he is going to surpass it.
Seems like the problems have been resolved. Just gonna go through it. Also a lot of LBLJs, but he got it, so it wasn't a waste at all.
Oh my god. Clean and
very nice second one.
Right now on pace for a very low 16 here.
Just has to get through bits. He's not. I don't want to call him safe yet because as we saw, Aki's BLJs were insane. And if
Yeah.
Gainai falls down, it might be close to being tied up again.
That said, if we see no mistakes here, Gainai is actually on pace to beat Aki's time from the previous race. Looks like he is going for
the ledge grab left side.
Yeah, ledge grab left side. I swear by it personally.
Very smart decision. I like to go for this well when I'm really, really scared of right, so moving right, and I cannot do moving left. Moving left is just as hard as moving right, if you ask me.
Yeah, it seems that tough because it seems like the part of the allure of the moving wall kick is that it kind of the inputs are pretty symmetrical.
For sure. I was gonna say that Aki had beautiful BLJs and that second entrance was hot as well.
Yeah.
He's still going strong, but one more throw left for Gainai to actually take a game off of Aki here. And that is a miss, but still got time. Meanwhile, Aki's speeding up though.
Oh my gosh.
He cannot afford to miss many more.
How is Aki getting a 16 in this race? Like,
if he's actually gonna at 16 and just doesn't have to miss 2 throws, I believe. Maybe only 1. But yeah. If he just gets these throws, 1640 something. Oh,
and he's doing one spins.
Throws.
He's incredible.
But that one, rip.
Weird flex, but okay.
I think that might still be a 16.
I think so.
It's very, very close, but that is still a 16.
He's center platform. Yep, that's still a 16.
Damn.
Ooh, might barely be a 17.
Like, it's so weird. It's so weird considering how this game looked. First of all, these insanely big warm mistakes to see less. And then throughout the run, he did many, many tiny mistakes, actually. So, damn.
All right, so we are going to be getting at least 4 games out of the series. Some real hype going down. And I can't believe I'm saying this. We're tied at 1-1.
Against Aki in the game, like...
I'm just like, sorry, I don't know. I don't know how Aki 16's that, but he did.
Exactly. I guess we kind of read the wrong script earlier. Maybe it's just gonna come down to a 2-2 tie at the end. That should be the right one.
Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty sure this is last week's episode. I have not actually received an updated copy with new edits. Every now and then we'll get the focus groups back.
Happens easily.
Yeah. We do use that dirty esports money to purchase a little bit of private polling. We test all our content. That was
a secret. I didn't know we were allowed to talk about it.
Oh, commentator clearly not abiding by the terms of his NDA. Probably going to be in a little bit of legal trouble. Going to need to consult with. Hopefully, there's somebody on the bar and chat.
All right, made it through the cutscene again. Perfect. Right back into it. Let's see. Dakiska was fine the first 2 races. And it's fine this one as well.
Yeah, just clean Lakitu skips, which is definitely not for granted in this 16-star.
Ooh, Aki actually getting too much speed there. I was gonna say that was almost a sync LBLJ.
121 entry. Or I guess 122 entry strictly.
Dude, Gainai is on fire. Gainai is actually on fire right now.
Except even that he's dodging. Getting his cycles perfectly. Oh my god! I'm sorry, he's playing so fast right now.
This is going too well. Let's go. But it's actually kind of insane. I thought again, Aki's mistake looked massive, but he's not that far behind. It's just like, I don't know, 10 seconds, maybe not even. Beautiful. Beautiful Shiguru cycle from both, actually. I was gonna say Gainai the beautiful Dark World, but gets a bonk at the end.
Very safe there.
And Aki gets a ledge grab at the same time. I think I'm not allowed to call anything beautiful anymore. But that bonk was a lot more hurting than Aki's ledge grab because Aki actually got double first. He almost back in.
Listen, the ledge grab for Commentators Curse is, I'll take that.
They're looking like very good beginnings, though.
Wowee. And yeah, this lead is nice and close. Both players getting high 250s. Oh, actually, Aki probably going to be getting maybe a 259, probably a 3.
Yeah, looks like a yeah, definitely a 3 flat. So a 2-3 second lead for Gainai.
Yeah, I mean, this is funnily enough, that's the, how do I say this? This is the first time we haven't seen like a god tier Dark World out of either player, but it's also like the most consistent both players have been, and they're nice and close with each other.
Yeah, it's pretty much done out really well. We did see Aki having trouble on LBO with looked like much bigger mistakes, but Gainai with that bonk. I didn't think a bonk would be that bad. It looked like really finicky for Gainai. He almost fell off there.
Yeah, that was some start-stop motion right there. Quite interesting.
Ooh, and the sync on fake different stars.
And they are going to be crossing inward, or I guess diverging outward, really.
Alright, Cannon's rocking.
One going left.
He's so fast, and yeah, I'm really glad he corrected that one because he was really far to the right. Let's grab first.
But Gainai not giving an inch.
No, Aki's actually in the lead. I can't believe that.
How? His camera setup was slower.
Yeah, Gainai actually just... I didn't see his Alice, but his Canalus going up to the plank was really, like, sloppy. And I think that's where Aki pulled ahead.
Wow. I mean, like, it's mind-blowing to me. But at this level, winning with movement is just, like, incredible.
Exactly, and it's not just, like, one player does a really big mistakes, just really small mistakes, and it's still so close. Just a small lead change.
Well, both players now going into Spaghetti land, so all bets are off until...
I think Aki actually had trouble with players every race so far. He didn't nail it first try once. Gainai looking strong. Maybe he's gonna take it back right now. Let's see.
Oh!
And there we go. Throws the bomb. Wait, can Gainai save this? Medium bomb.
Medium bomb. Oh my goodness.
Does not want the medium bomb. And again, both players actually messing up.
I think oh no, he misses it!
What? How did that miss?
That is...
How okay?
Listen, it looks like this was supposed to be a two-man show, but it looks like we've actually added a third character into the script, and it appears to be the Vulture. Appearing as...
robbing Gainai of that star.
Kind of as the third party... Oh my god, another medium bomb! Oh, Gainai has to get this Talon back up. I mean, does have a second Talon back up that he can go for?
Does have to wait. Okay, this time, that's what I thought was gonna happen the first time. That he's just gonna bounce, but he for some reason got hit while he was like behind Talon. I don't know.
I mean, just really solid character development. You see Gainai take the loss to the Vulture the first time, comes back twice as powerful as ever.
And he goes back. He goes back for plus. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if that's a good decision. It
looks like he made
it.
Decision. Oh no!
Yeah, that angle. He couldn't really jump even.
Wait, what's he back? Is he going for? pillarless?
Yeah, he's going for shellless here, and oh no, he's gonna get squished. But
Is this faster than just dying and doing elevator boost or lava boost, whichever one you
that
do?
is the good question. That's something that never really happens, and I think only Gainai really goes for it. No, wait, don't tell me.
Oh my
He can
god!
save this.
No,
He can save
no,
this.
no.
The
That is a
good
great,
single
perfect jump.
I actually thought he was gonna slide, but he just was able to jump right away. I was okay.
And here we see, for any Greek tragedy or Game of Thrones fans in the chat, characters with fatal flaws who are the architects of their own demise. We see Gainai. He quite quixotically believes that pillarless is the best way to go, and even when he can't make pillarless, he just wants to get that top pyramid. And it might wind up being his downfall here in this race. But we do see characters getting punished for their mistakes.
And that's what I see happening to Gainai a lot. He always keeps like, it's kind of a stubborn playstyle, I guess. He just commits to everything and doesn't want to consider like easier backups or something.
Indeed.
The hot ground pound from Akki.
Gainai does indeed have the best backups. And they do make for fantastic content. So shout out to the runners, shout out to our riders. But no meme, shout out to the runners. These races are nothing.
An excellent job, but don't tell me Gainai's gonna die here as well.
Oh!
Okay.
Commentator trying to imitate the Wilhelm scream, not quite going so well. Gainai, meanwhile, taking a booty burn into a death.
That's so sad. He's already so far behind.
And Akki looks like just nothing stopping him right now. Quite frankly, the movement I've seen from Akki has been a little bit flubby this race, but it doesn't seem to be mattering. Just because Gainai is...
I wouldn't say his movement was too flubby. He did mess up, like... For example, in Plus, he just threw the bomb, just a slight input mess up, but his movement otherwise has been pretty solid. He got that sick ground pound on Bully, for example.
You know what? I'm thinking of Game 2, LLL Reds.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, that's entirely... commentator definitely...
You might have just been reading the wrong script right now. That can happen.
Commentator's fatal flaw, clearly just a serious issue with short-term memory. Gonna see how he gets punished for that.
While we've been thinking about that, I want to give a quick shout out to Millie Everyday. He's been keeping to give subs to a lot of people actually. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, big shout out to Millie Everyday. The support of our loyal viewers is what allows awesome stuff like this league and pace itself to happen. We wouldn't do it without you. Gainai not able to.
Oh no. God. That's such an unfortunate mistake. Just that small gap in between those platforms. Oh man. Is he going for what? He's going for lava boost? That's a weird angle.
That's a very weird angle, and that is not a successful angle. Does
Gainai stop caring a lot? I don't know what this is.
Yeah, and that seems like pure flex because the non-pro boost actually loses time to elevator, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does lose time, and then gets the pro boost though after dying weirdly. Good job. Meanwhile, Aki's already there was goes for the punch, like the wall punched again. Doesn't grab MIPS though. That's something that can easily happen with that strat. You can grab MIPS and punch the wall, but it's really hard. And usually people just punch themselves out of there.
Gainai seems like the guy who like break one arm, dislocate another, and then still be flexing on you from the hospital.
Maybe that's the kind of playstyle he's got every race.
I mean, it's fun to
accurate.
watch. He's so good. Like the strats are incredible. And it's also good for mentality to just do something that's like super pro level and remind yourself like this is the caliber of player I am. one mistake does not define. It's a great mentality regulator if you're able to use it effectively. Aki meanwhile going for front sub.
Definitely.
Woo!
That was really
Clean.
good. Yeah, I agree with that. It's something that even though you're so far behind, and Gainai probably knows that he's losing because he's been in the chat. So it's still like to just enjoy and do the pro stuff that you can do. I mean, why not? Might as well just show off. That's the
Aki
only
gonna be
Elise for
missing.
Aki. Just one
Oof.
bonk and it's over.
Oh my goodness. If Aki makes another mistake, he's actually gonna be losing time on this normal cycle.
He's doing good now. Actually, had to go a little bit to the left there, otherwise he would have hit the lava.
Alright, looks like he's okay.
I mean, those were a
Going for
lot of
the cutesy
mistakes
wall
on
kick.
those were a lot of mistakes on the elevator. But yeah, since it's cycle based, it doesn't really use that much.
Yeah.
After like messing up once, you already kind of lose the time. What? Okay, Gainai? That was a weird dive. I think he tried to punch grab.
Aki meanwhile, let's see if he... Can he make this throw? This is the first fire seed throw he's gotten first try, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, did he really? I must have missed that in race 1.
Yeah, race 1 I'm pretty sure he missed a fire seed throw, I think.
I'm definitely sure, like race 2 for sure, but I think
Yeah, race 2 for
1 was
sure.
fine.
A commentator might be eating his words soon, as there is a chat there to keep him accountable for any time. So preemptively just positioning his foot just in case it needs to go right in his mouth.
And now again, going
I
up
know.
to BLJ's
I'm going
Aki.
for a front sub again.
Okay, he's just changing up every single race. So, now I want to do this strat. The next race is gonna do something completely different.
There's a in Counter Strike. There's a website. Whoa, Gainai!
That was side front sub. That doesn't really work though. So
What a strange strat. I think Gainai is doing some theory crafting, a little experimentation. Aki meanwhile like treating BLJs like it's just another castle movement. Oh
really
my
good
goodness.
entrance again. Yeah, that was beautiful.
All right,
And
this
Gainai
might
cannot get up.
He's missing the inputs when he has the speed, and then he doesn't have the speed when he has the inputs. There we go. Finally, he gets in. But yeah,
Jump
It,
side flip.
there's a site from Counter Strike. It's or like a third-party site. It's basically called Strat Roulette, and you just click a button, and it tells you what strat to do that round. And it feels like Gainai is doing that for Mario 64.
I hope we're gonna see the actual side sub from him next race. Who knows? I don't think that's his time at all.
Gainai missing the whole clip.
At the same time, Aki's having a beautiful blitz. That was perfect.
Yeah, it looks like Aki's might be cleaning up the run here before. Oh, Gainai, anti-bully ranger mode activated.
I don't know what that bully did to him. Maybe in 70 star, it was a bit of a hassle.
We need some, give me some no bullies in chat for our hero comrade Gainai. They're gonna be going in here to face the ultimate bully, Mr. Bowser.
Yeah, another low 16. It's like, if Aki doesn't have one super big mistake, it's either gonna be a low 16 or just 15. That's how it looks to me. If he has one star where he messes up a lot, that's the only like race where he's not gonna get a good time.
I do, however, fear for Aki's mentality, because if this keeps up, Aki might not get a single 15 in this entire set, and I don't know how that's gonna affect him going forward.
That's true. We did see. I don't know if you guys have watched Ouija versus Rock Chalk. He actually got a 15-20 Ouija in a race. So,
oh my god! I didn't. That was yesterday.
I think 2 days ago it was.
Oh, okay. No, because I've been out the past 2 days, so I've missed the races. That's incredible.
That's a super sick race time, and imagine getting that going into the finals next month at Smash and Splash. Like, that's absolutely
My
insane.
gosh. 1520 with missed throw?
Oh
He
yeah,
could
he
have
did miss
tied
the
world
throw.
record?
He would have gotten, I think, a 1510 or something. Definitely a
Oh,
PB,
okay.
but not a world
Oh
record,
my
I believe.
gosh.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that guy. That's too good.
That's so nutty. The young blood in this game is just off the chain.
Definitely recommend watching that. That's just hot. After this set, because we still got at least one race to go on this one.
At least one race. And then even more exciting action coming up for you afterward. It just doesn't stop.
Hey, Mario.
In fact, I believe the race right after this is going to be a 70-star race. And that's
It
going to be exciting.
is Proto Man 5 versus Drogi.
Oh
It's,
man, that's going to be so much fun.
Oh yeah, right. There's quarterfinals actually. There's not going to be playoffs for the Division 2 70 League. So whoever wins that wins, and whoever loses is out. And it's rip.
Now, I'm going to drop a hot take. Let me tell you why I love casting Division 2. And that's not a hot take, but my hot take is I love seeing players completely divergent strats. A lot of people like seeing the strat sync so they know how ahead and behind one player is, and that's a lot of fun. Personally, I just really enjoy seeing like the massive amount of variance in 70-star strats you can do, the number of stars you can use to like substitute for like one star or the other. You know, you like pillarless, but you don't like lava boost, so you do this star or that star. It's like, that's really cool to see in race.
100% agreed. And you don't actually a lot of really close races, like so much back and forth in between those. Maybe I don't want to say it's because of the inconsistency, but I think it kind of is that the people are a little bit more inconsistent. But there's so many lead changes in Division 2, it is so exciting to see. And Aki with a beautiful 121 entrance again.
Oh my gosh. Gainai having a little struggle here with this LBLJ. Gonna be getting that clip. Will he get up the stairs? Yep, looks like he's... Oh no, gets the text box.
Not enough speed, so it stops completely. What? How do you lose all this speed there?
Oh wow, that's actually... It's interesting because like, if that had happened... If he got in the text box before clipping in, which usually happens, and lost that speed, then he would have to do LBLG all over again. But like, barely manages to clip in before getting the text box, loses all his speed, but doesn't lose too much time as a result. Oh no!
The death. I actually didn't see where that happened. I was watching Aki as you were talking.
Oh wait, no, it can't. No, it can't have been the same place he died in race 1. I think it was a little bit before. Right at the end of the cycle movement. And Aki!
As well, in so much trouble at the end here. He also bonked already.
Aki having a little bit of playground fun here.
But
Wants to go down the slide.
How did he not fall down? Sorry, but he looks... That was like right on the edge.
Oh my gosh. These players are insane.
Yeah, it was so much spaghetti from Gainai and Aki at the same time.
Gainai mercifully finishing Dark World Reds.
Did you see that? He didn't do the single jump for the dive, jump dive, before going for the 8th red, and that's super risky. If you like press B a little bit too early, you bonk and die.
Oh, did he just die?
Yeah, he just did the dive.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I've tried that before.
And it's so easy to mess up and you lose so much time, of course, because you die at the end of Dark World. He just did a dive melee every day. Just like, you can... That's used mainly in single star. And sometimes people like Gainai like to do that in races. But it's definitely only single star viable in my opinion. Because it's really precise to do that.
Gainai finally making out of Bowser in the Dark World. An entire minute behind potential pace. But,
that's kind of insane. Already, again, Dark World strikes again for Gainai. And...
Gainai having menu trouble.
If he didn't die like that, I'm pretty sure it would have been around like tied because Aki messed up so much at the end of Dark World. But yeah, that death. Actually stood up again. Gets it.
And this looks like one of the machine mode games for Aki. So
Gainai, no! Don't do this to us. Don't go for this kind of stuff. It's not even faster. If you don't do the single stride movement beginning, the single jump is not really that good there.
yeah, I'd certainly hope Gainai will stay in there. You never know what might happen. It is possible that he's watching the stream and he sees how Aki's playing and he just doesn't expect Aki to like ever slow up. Which I don't blame, I don't fault him for doing, but it's also like, oh, there it is.
Actually gets it, okay. I mean, at least something. Getting OG class doesn't happen every day. But it's like it's weird when he only plays like safe when he knows he's ahead. I think it pays off even playing safe. Okay, Gainai, okay.
Wow.
You almost got that, I think.
I don't know if we have any MOBA players here in chat, but this kind of feels like, oh, and you got it. This kind of feels like when you just repeatedly dive a turret going for that one kill, and then you finally get it under turret, and you're just like, nope, worth, just totally.
Just pushing for that one thing that I want. I mean, I like to think of races to like be as consistent as possible, just because the other player can still mess up. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Like, you still have that chance to come back at any given point. So instead of like losing time over doing risky strats, might as well just go safe, you know?
Oh yeah, I definitely. I don't. I do like to see players like do their best to try and pull out the win, obviously, but
yeah, see.
It's fun to see. It is fun to see some of these strats. Gainai doing Tama again. He's nuts.
And almost changed the angle there, like being right on the edge to the other side of the pyramid, but no problem.
Ooh, Aki actually dodging a bonk with a wall kick. Really, really cool.
That was really weird. I wonder if he actually wasn't ready for it, or if that was a mistake. I don't think I would have been ready for such a bonk.
Because that literally probably like exactly the input he would be doing if he hadn't hit the wall. So, yeah. That is fascinating, actually. That's making me doubt my reality a little bit, but Gainai.
Mess up the situation. That was a really smart ground pound. He got trolled by the flag and then tried to back it up with Talon, I think. Or just the top star, but missed it. So.
And I might want to hop into one of those target practice servers, one of those aim servers, to just make sure that his crosshairs lined up, that he's actually jumping toward the star.
Ooh,
gonna pick up the talent the second time.
Yeah, the side pillar doesn't seem too appealing to me, but I'm not the kind of 16-star player. Maybe it would pay off a little bit more when I was grinding 16 a lot more. But I like the easier one, where you can make sure the flag barely trolls you.
Yeah, I know, I prefer that one as well. This is a really interesting movement, though, and people will do anything to save time in this category.
For sure. That's a lot of really crazy stuff. And we just saw that ground pound strat from Aki again for the bully. Just insane.
So yeah.
These optimizations.
Yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, just to kind of take inventory a little bit, to just recall back to the skills you learned in literature class. Let's just do a little analysis. We see that Gainai clearly has an ambition trouble that causes him to always go for the most ambitious strats. Looks like he's getting a little punished for it, but at least having fun while doing it. Meanwhile, Aki, it seems like Aki's primary character flaw seems to be that mistakes can affect his mentality, It seems like his way of overcoming that is just not make mistakes, forehead.
Forehead. That gets an A plus actually. It would have been an A plus plus if you said that Aki still gets insane times, but that was a pretty good analysis.
Yeah, it looks like Aki's overcoming here. This is the first of at least 2, if not 3 sets, 3 bests of 5s, or 3 bests of 5, since we are in English class mode. So Gainai's gonna have plenty of opportunities to pull one out on Aki over here.
For sure. It's actually a lot closer than I would have expected going into the commentating this one.
Yeah, no, I love seeing Gainai pull out game 2 right off the bat. It leaves us a little bit in doubt. Even those of us who have read the script are a little bit worried about ad-libbing. You know, Gainai not quite keeping to character, but as they say, improv is the soul of some of the best scenes of all time. But yeah.
This race though, again, it's kind of sad. Just like race 1, it was just from the beginning on. Gainai is so far behind and Aki just not slowing down. Meanwhile, Gainai messing up again. Even more. Doesn't get this triple jump. That's a weird angle. Yeah, that was such a weird angle. Didn't even get over the wall. I actually think there a little bit what he's gonna do.
Gainai tried to go for looked like he tried to go for Christmas Miracle. If you just do that. Alright, he's just doing this super easy.
Are you actually
oh
gonna
my
go for...
gosh.
I bet he misses up. He was always gonna go for Toxic Mace Penalty, alright.
Yeah.
What is he doing? What are you doing, Gainai? Okay. That's a completely different style than what he actually wanted to get.
This is not the longest backup that I have ever seen, but it's up there.
It worked, he didn't die, so it definitely counts as a backup.
Funnily enough, so this actually reminds me of a nightmare HMC I had where I accidentally went for the same star 3 times after getting it the first time. And this kind of reminded me of that. The last time it reminded me of that was when Aki literally did that, where he went for Rolling Rocks twice.
That was actually in the race against me. That's the race
I
won against him. that's exactly why I won that race too. So.
Man, that was a crazy race. Looks like Gainai picking it back up, but Aki already has the substar.
Fast. Let's see. Polish did give him some trouble today. That looks like a good setup. Guess the single jump. Perfect.
Chat bullying Nightbot a little bit. Commentator kind of wants to call them out, but ultimately Nightbot doesn't have feelings, not really a person, so probably doesn't really deserve that moral consideration. So
yeah, I love seeing that side angle for the ending. So good.
He's just like I don't understand him.
It's weird. He's just so consistent. Like this category is so optimized to the point where if you mess up big once, you can sometimes not get a 16 anymore, which is kind of insane. But
oh no,
missing
the MIPS clip.
That doesn't look too good again. He was really far to the right when he clipped.
Yeah, Aki's pace is so nutty.
Again, like maybe this is the 115 that you were asking for.
Possibly. Like I said, just
nuts. Every single race, like his BFJ consistency is also something worth mentioning. It's actually insane. As someone that is really bad at mashing, I don't think I'll ever get there. It's too good. And,
and he misses!
almost got it right away.
What a terrible disaster. Aki actually missing a BLJ. Oh my goodness. It's all over.
It was almost over. I was so close. Again with
The guy. That's so weird.
the side fronts up.
That's the one surface that you can't get a double jump on.
Yeah, exactly.
But he gets a clean backup, and Aki can potentially get a 15 here. And are we going to see this character overcome? Like I said, just don't make mistakes, forehead. And looks like, ooh, beautiful speed kick there.
It's
Gainai,
mesmerizing
meanwhile,
watching this. No mistakes.
and I'm missing full clip again.
At the right side. Yeah. Nice backflip from Gainai.
Gainai doing his impression of Panic Cook. Oh my
And
goodness.
Aki's in there. Can get a high 15 here.
Yeah,
Maybe
Aki
even
can.
one.
Yeah, looks like Aki can miss probably one throw.
It's insane.
He's like out of this.
How would they grab? He was so close to getting hit there.
One more throw to go.
Oh, I think that
Oh
happened to
my
him earlier
goodness.
as well. I think it was Aki who tried to go for the really fast spin.
Fortunately, Ken's still 15. Just doesn't want to miss another throw.
That looks okay. That was kind of off, but not really. And there it is, the 15 from
Oh
Aki.
my goodness.
Insane. I don't know what to say. It's just insane. Even after those mistakes and missing a throw at the end and still grabbing a 15. They're absolute nuts.
I mean, take notes, Disney, because this is how you write a character arc.
The perfect one too.
Just beautiful. And Gainai, what are you doing? Gainai, stop!
Eventually he's gonna hit the bomb, so I will just keep going.
Oh my goodness.
I'm actually not sure if anyone is gonna join for interview. We might gonna get Gainai here. I don't think Aki is gonna join. Maybe Gainai is actually gonna finish. It looks like he's gonna finish. Never mind.
Alright. Well,
Oh,
very
no.
well played to Aki.
Seems like we're done. Gainai has given
Gainai
up.
hits us up with the Wind Waker strats, a little bit of pausa.
That was a really good set. That was a really good set.
Alright, looks like we're going to be skipping the interview here. But fear not, for coming up on the hour, we have exciting 70-star action for you. 2 more races to go today. Cannot
Pearl
wait.
Man. I thought we were gonna say who it is, but yeah, we got Pearl Man 5 versus GSA in about 50 minutes.
Mhm.
So whoever loses that game is out. There's no more chances for whoever loses, so stay tuned, it's gonna be hard. That's it for me. Thanks to everyone for watching. That was really fun to commentate. Thank you for the commentary, hopping in. Fantastic.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm glad my schedule freed up. This was quite exciting. I love watching both of these guys run.
Oh, wait. Aki is actually saying he can't interview, but only simple interviews in chat. So whoever got a question, now's the time to ask. Just ask him how many 15s he's gonna get in the next one. I hope you understood that. I'm not sure how how good his English is. Yeah, we still got some time. A lot of time to go until the next race starts. Okay, Aki says, I don't know. Great interview.
Aki is one of those people who likes to be spontaneous. A lot of actors read their script like the day before shoot or like the morning of, and that gives them a chance to like really channel their improvisational energy. Looks like Aki's one of those players, so definitely gonna give him some time.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
think that's it. Big congrats to Aki for the win. And gonna see how he does in the next set.
Sorry.
Actually,
I actually have a question. I'm gonna type it in chat, but I'll just ask it first. Yeah, I was just wondering, for Aki, was there like a point in game 2 where everything unraveled? Was there a point like where everything was super, like where that kind of like the tipping point happened for you? And yeah, I'm just gonna ask him there.
I hope he's gonna understand that. It sounded.
I phrased it a little.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna understand that one. Worst part of game 2. That was a lot. Like Ojika is definitely the big one, but he did have a lot of movement flops afterwards as well.
Aki has some choice words for Fortress. Commentator is not going to repeat that.
Definitely WOM's the biggest issue there. Understandable. But yeah, I think that's all we got. He's still typing, so we're gonna wait for that. I don't really have any questions anymore. I wasn't able to get chat, but I don't think there was anything.
Yeah, just as soon as... Fortunately, we have nothing if not time. So, just gonna check out this answer from Aki. Yeah, yeah, he kind of... A bit of disdain for WOMs. It's definitely something, like, it feels like the better you get at this game, the worse WOMs gets. Because it's such a reset-heavy stage, and so much of it can come down to just, hey, do you hit that perfect input? Yeah, the bit of luck involved.
For sure, especially if we go for texture setup. I think that's the biggest issue. If Aki would go for a regular setup, I don't think it would be too bad. But he definitely wants that 1 to 2 second save, which is a lot for 16.
Also, speaking purely personally, after practicing texture, sock folder gets so difficult for me. I think I know a few runners. I know of a few runners who also struggle with that, where it's like once you practice texture enough, like the regular setup, there's some inputs that just like seem really weird. So
I know exactly what you mean. For me, it is that single jump for the ledge grab, for the first ledge grab. It's actually something I don't know the distance too well anymore.
Same.
So
exactly.
I just fall down or have to walk it or anything.
Yeah, no, that I absolutely agree. That's probably where I struggle as well, because of like if you bounce off the plank too early, yikes. But anyway,
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, that was really fun. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Shouts to the commentary step in, and see you guys in the next race.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.